Jump in my 6'4" and let the top dine. Trunk hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet. Cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe. Shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome to Sports with Balls. Here are your hosts, Jeff Michael, Lauren Leal, and Grant Miles.
Yeah.
Hey, that's me.
Y'all see me stretching? I was doing the Billy Ho.
I saw you.
Got to stretch.
Why is that the Billy Ho? What's that? Did I
White
miss
man
something?
can't jump.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's on the sideline.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome.
That's racist.
Welcome to Sports with Balls.
Welcome into Sports with Balls.
racist.
How's
Yeah.
everybody doing there? Thursday night. We are so close to the weekend, so close to another round of the playoffs. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I mean, this weekend is going to be fun. I said it on Tuesday because we were off on Monday because of the national championship. But, this weekend's going to be a blast with the NFL. I cannot wait. Welcome to Sports with Balls again. Lauren, Leo, Grant Miles. I'm Jeff Michael. We are coming to you from Christian's Tailgate.
New
Do
location.
you recognize where we at?
New location.
And a Bagby location in Midtown. We have yet to do a show here.
We have spread our wings.
Stoked. They're fired up here. I got to tell you, there's a guy here that's jamming about these Rockets. You're going to listen to him throughout throughout the show.
You'll definitely
Dude's a
hear him
Rockets
as the
fan.
game's on right now.
And, obviously the big news with Harden. We're going to get into that in a minute. But real quick, today's show brought to you by Smarter Mortgage. Call David Carrier at 281-650-0648. Mention Sports with Balls. Get a free quote ASAP. Call today to secure tomorrow.
I like that.
Ooh, that's good.
You like
Call
that?
today,
I like his quote.
secure
Did you? Oh, that's it.
tomorrow.
Okay.
That's his. Yeah, David. I didn't do that.
Yeah,
Do you
I
think
don't-
Jeff came up with that?
Well, no,
I'm just kidding,
I didn't.
Jeff.
I
You
didn't.
totally
I
did.
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Call today to secure tomorrow. That's a good one for a mortgage company.
I like
David
that.
Carrier. Yep.
I like it. I like
Good
it. a lot.
dude.
I like, you know what? I like where we're at too. This is like you said, we're coming to you from Midtown. We've never been here before as a team.
Tell us about Midtown, Lauren. Lauren spent a lot of her college evenings here in Midtown from U of H.
So
Look,
much
I
she got
was
lost
explaining
coming
to
here.
Jeff. I was explaining to him when I pulled up. I'm trying to find a place to park. I'm like, man, I forgot how hard it is to find parking in Midtown. It is all
We could
street
tell.
and it's always all packed. I know, right? Roll up in you.
Lauren got here about 5 minutes before show started.
Yeah.
I was gonna be lost without her computer.
Thursday.
I need her notes.
Yes.
I know. But so we're up here,
Christian's
Christian's
Tailgate?
Tailgate,
Yeah.
Bagby. Come see us.
It's
come
college
say,
night,
"What's
actually.
up?"
Is it college for
Thursday
real?
night is college night here
Oh, nice.
at
Okay.
Christian's in Midtown. So you guys come see us here.
They
Is
got
the food as good here?
I was about to say they got the food here, right? too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food's fantastic as always.
Okay.
I mean,
Great food.
I feel like we work for Christians. You know,
We
we've
do,
tried everything
man.
on the menu. We're jamming
I
like
have.
Mondays.
We
It's
pretty
awesome.
much.
I actually took it home last time for my daughter. She had a burger, and she was like, "Where's this from?" I was like, "Christian's
loved
Tailgate."
it?
Oh, she loved it. Absolutely.
She got what, the bacon cheese one?
No, she just got the regular cheeseburger. She loved
You
it.
got the bacon
That's
cheese
right.
one. That's right. Okay.
I do it the way it's supposed to be done.
What's up, Kevin Anthony? Happy Thursday to you too. Man,
Yes.
let's get this going with some sports.
All right,
do it.
let's do it.
I mean, let's get into what's hot with Lauren Leal. Brought to you by Joe Applewhite, Joe Applewhite Realty, making the impossible possible. His face all over Kroger. 713-291-5270. Talked to Joe a couple of times today. That is a busy human being, man.
Why do you say that?
He's just constantly busy. He's like, gotta run over here, gotta run over here. He's like still
Working.
showing. And I guess right now is supposed to be slow time for real estate, but not Joe. Joe's busy. Call Joe for all your real estate needs. He's the man.
You don't fall into success. You stay busy, and that cat's busy.
Ooh, you don't fall into success. We're gonna do the one-liners today.
That one I'm gonna
I
take
know.
credit. I'm gonna take credit.
You
for
take
that one.
credit for that.
I'm trademarking that shit.
And the thing is, even whenever you hit success, whatever that bar that is, it don't stop there.
No,
you
it
keep
doesn't.
going.
You gotta keep it up, man.
Yep. All right. So
What's hot, Lauren?
Speaking of keeping going, the latest news, former Ohio State coach and three-time national championship winning coach Urban Meyer is now taking his first stab at the NFL with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But so we go back to his college record. He was 187 and 32 losses with Ohio State, Florida, Utah, and Bowling Green.
Just in case anybody wants to know, that's an 854 winning percentage.
Wow.
That's berserk.
That's crazy.
Where does that rank?
Oh shit, I don't know, but that's very high. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's got to be top 4.
It's so interesting because it's been like back and forth. Like
Number
is he-
3.
Is he going to take a job? Is he not going to take a job? Like it's been for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, good hire. NFL,
Great hire.
as a lot of coaches have found out, that that tried to make the jump from NCAA to NFL. It's a different beast. So, and you got to find your right quarterback for the system you're trying to run. It's all about managing your system. So Jacksonville has the number 1 pick this year.
Yep.
So I'm assuming they're going with Trevor, and we'll see if that's a system. Does his offense fit into what Trevor Lawrence wants to do? Right. So we'll see.
I feel like he's really going to turn around the program, kind of like with the Dolphins having all of those picks, and Tua going there obviously didn't make into the playoffs because of how loaded the AFC is. But
well, just so you know, Jacksonville has $71 million in cap space
wow,
next year.
wow, they're
71
definitely going to win more than one game.
Well, and that's what makes it
like they did this year.
And that's
they were
what
1-15.
That's what makes it so appealing for him is you got 71 million in cap space, the number 1 pick. You're going to get Trevor Lawrence. And the AFC South, I'm sorry, with what's going on in AFC South, AFC South next year, Phillip Rivers is gone. It could be very winnable.
Indianapolis got a great D. Houston's a mess. I mean, we'll see what happens in the offseason with Deshaun. Trevor Lawrence, like I said, it depends on what system he's bringing in, and if Trevor can play in his system.
So this made perfect sense for Meyer because you can't lose here.
Well, no,
you can't lose here.
not
speaking
at all.
of Trevor, and I'll bring this up real quick. I know it's
I
it's
guess
off,
you could,
but
technically,
Dabo Sweeney, have we heard anything from Dabo? Because
No.
I know his contract was up.
No.
Like I wonder
Not
if
as of late.
I wonder if he's gonna make the jump, but we'll see. All right,
All
sorry.
right, we'll move on to that next What's Hot topic,
I gotta
and that
follow
is
Lauren's computer.
You're all good. You're all good. We're watching the Rockets game right now, which
Yeah.
is missing number 13. So the Harden blockbuster trade happened.
Great transition.
6-time All-Star and 3-time point scorer James Harden jets to the Nets to join the 2 ISO players, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, if he plays with Harden. I'll get to that in a little bit. But what's really awkward about this story, not only everything that's happened with the Rockets organization, but James Harden's restaurant, 13th restaurant, is supposed to open later this month
On the
here in
22nd.
Houston, in Midtown.
Yeah, and where
Are you
we're
guys
at?
going to go?
No.
I know
it's-
Grant's not.
No.
It's very well documented. I'm not a massive James Harden fan. I wasn't a supporter of his. I think he was a terrible teammate. We had our chance with Chris Paul. I've said this numerous times on this show. Once we missed that, how many stars have left Houston because of James Harden?
Right.
And he is a ball hog and just a scorer, and that's it. And he goes and joins Kevin Durant and Kyrie, who knows where Kyrie is at the moment, but. I don't think this is going to change the narrative of him. I don't. He's older. He's massively overweight. His attitude towards the game isn't changing. So I don't know if and you got first-time head coach Steve Nash. Like, this is going to be a circus.
Right, and I'll get to that in a minute. But, Jeff, what's your favorite kind of food? Real quick.
My
Spit it
favorite
out.
kind of food,
Spit it out.
Italian.
Italian? What dish?
Chicken marsala.
If they had chicken marsala at this restaurant and you heard it was the best in the world, would you go?
Yes.
Okay, so you would go to Harden's restaurant.
That's a good way to get there. That's a good way to get there. I like that.
Well, I mean, nobody's.
I like that.
It opens on the 22nd. I don't know. I mean, if it's great food, maybe. But
Well, if reviews come back in a month, 2
a
months.
lot of people hate Tillman Fertitta. He owns a bunch of great restaurants. They don't go because
Dude,
of him.
that was random. Chicken marsala. I don't know.
that is a random
thinking
dish.
Lasagna, spaghetti meatball. Like I was expecting something. Chicken
before-
parmesan, and you said that. That was weird. I wasn't expecting that.
It's
I
delicious.
was expecting before he said Italian like steak.
It's delicious.
That's what I was expecting.
You put me on the spot. It was
Johnny, are you going to
that.
Harden's 13th restaurant? Yes?
thumbs up?
All right.
Okay.
Maybe we'll all go do a show from there. Who
Yeah,
knows?
and talk
We
shit.
know-
talk shit
we
about
know
Harden at his own restaurant.
If we end up there, we know Harden ain't the one inviting us.
No.
All right, so we'll
True.
move on to the next one, which it all is a collaboration. Kyrie Irving, what a mess. So he's prepared to sit out the rest of this season after missing the last 5 games with the Nets. He reportedly isn't on board with the organization's hiring and Steve Nash and the acquiring decisions in James Harden. Upset with both of these. He's not answering the calls or text from the head coach. What makes Irving deserving of being part of the hiring process of James Harden, or acquiring him rather?
First off, let me say you're hitting it on the Irving's, like what you just said, and like your
Thank
transitions
you.
tonight. You're hitting it. I like
I gotta
it.
say, Jeff set the tone.
Yeah,
and I
he
know
did.
it was with
with the
commercial.
with the motto. Yeah. The lingo.
and then you followed up, and
That's
so
right.
I just gotta keep it on a go.
Our new
hitting
sponsor with the mortgage
You're
and everything.
hitting it,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're on point. We're on point.
No, Kyrie, man.
I'm trying to look at their playing tonight, man, because I want to see if he's still out.
Well,
No, they're not playing tonight.
and to what?
No, they played last night.
And to what you were saying, you know, I was reading earlier, NESN, you know, they're talking about, like you said, he's prepared to sit out the rest of the season. Like, at a certain point, man, it just has to get, like I think Stephen A. Smith, as much as Stephen A. Smith sometimes annoys me with the things he says,
Sure.
he hit it on point the other day. He said, Kyrie Irving, retire. Like, be
Right,
done
he
with
did.
this. Because it's obvious that he has no interest in playing basketball.
Yeah.
Zero interest. And if you have to lay out all these different layers to be like, okay, I'll play when this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and this, at a certain point, you just got to go like, dude, we're done. Like this, like we've done what we can do. That's it. You just got to live with it. Either live with it or make other decisions. So
And what I'm curious to know is if you did have these 3 guys on the court, how all does that play out literally in the game? Because they all are about the dribble.
right.
How does it even work?
It'll be a great experiment. I mean, it'll be awesome to watch and see how they do this. You got Kevin Durant, you got James Harden, Kyrie Irving, 3 guys that are really. What's funny is it's going to be interesting to see how 3 guys who are not happy be in a situation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kyrie's not happy, James is not happy, KD's not happy. Like, they're never happy. Like, you talk about 3 babies of the NBA. There they are. They're all on the same team.
Steve Nash, prayers for you. I read
Absolutely.
an article on Yahoo this morning that literally was like prayers for Steve Nash
Yes.
because of these guys and how
Yes.
much exactly to your point.
yeah, I
Right.
mean, y'all don't want to get me started on this.
But
Well, we do, because
I
that's
mean,
what we're here to talk about.
you know, with Kyrie Irving not being happy
mean,
about being part of the process of bringing Harden to Brooklyn, and then Deshaun Watson not being happy with the process of Nick Caserio to the Texans, like, are general managers' jobs like in jeopardy, or are they being viewed different right now?
Well, generally speaking, the general manager was behind the scenes in a lot of this stuff. You know, you go back to the Astros getting popped last year for the cheating scandal, which I hope you're not bringing that up later. I didn't know if you were or
No!
weren't.
No, I'm here
it
to,
was like-
be
it
a
was
part
like-
of the show.
I
I
think-
don't know what's going on.
Jeffrey, do not bring
I
that up.
have a feeling that's coming in Grant's history. But, you know, general managers are now being put in the forefront. And when as before, they were kind of behind the scenes. They were almost like a second hand to the owner, kind of, making sure everything's going right, kind of managing everything. And now general managers are getting they're holding a lot of burden for things that are going wrong in organizations, whether it be NFL, MLB, NBA, whatever it is. But these players now taking it upon themselves just to be like, screw my contract, screw this, screw that, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm sorry, but that's just not how business works. And I don't care if you're a manager or owner of any team or even a business. If you work at UPS or you own a NFL franchise, somebody doesn't come to work, you get fired.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
So,
Absolutely.
And you can't demand a trade. When you have a no trade clause in your contract and you're like, I'm demanding a trade, well, guess what? You signed it for $160 million with AKA Deshaun Watson.
Well, to go off,
I want to trade. Look, bro, it says no
Right.
trade, and we paid you $160 million, 120 or 111 guaranteed with a $27 million signing bonus.
Yeah.
Bro, suck it up, play some football.
well, to go off the professional, then you start getting into college. I think, which I'm for this in up to a point, and unfortunately, with a lot of things in life, you give an inch, they'll take a mile, and that's kind of
Right.
what's going on. But like even in college athletics, all the transfer portals, all the guys that go into a college that don't think they're getting playing time, like Texas Tech, they just had a guy. He was
You saw that last night?
Yeah, he was a 5-star run. Yeah, I saw that. but-
McClung?
yeah, he was a five-star recruit. Texas Tech got him. He had only played 10 games. He didn't like the way he was getting played. He entered the transfer portal.
Yep.
And I mean, that's just, it's starting at the college level, and it's making its way up to
I
professional.
mean, it hits home here in Houston with De'Aaron King going to Miami.
Yes.
And when he's saying, "Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going in the transfer portal." Well, look what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Holgorsen.
Harden just gained weight and said, I'm staying home, and now we had to trade him.
Yeah, a guy who basically gave zero effort, acted like
Yeah.
he did not want to be
Like,
there.
forced to be traded, and
Correct.
that's not fair to an organization.
I mean-
but I guarantee you, they will now write contracts to be like, if you do something like this, you forfeit
And
X
breach your
amount.
contract,
Yeah,
yeah.
you forfeit X amount of dollars.
What I want to know is who's next to demand a trade when they're not qualified to.
Well, it's
It's gonna be somebody.
it's hard
know?
to say. But I will say
Who's
this,
next?
in defense of, so you're talking, and it's funny, it's happening in the city of Houston with the Texans and the Rockets. I'll say this, Deshaun Watson's, in his defense, I don't think the Texans are doing anything to make him happy. Just from the outside looking in, I don't think they're doing anything to make him happy. The Rockets did everything they could possibly do to make James Harden happy.
Yep.
They bent over backwards for that dude. He had nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about.
I know it. You know, you're not the only one who thinks that, Grant. I mean, the whole city of Houston is like, why did you put this guy on a pedestal? The list can go on and on and on.
Well,
As we're looking up at the court, and he's not there,
and he's
So-
out. So we don't. Texas, Houston fans don't have to worry about it anymore.
You're like, yes.
He's out. So
We can talk about the Mavs.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. They're not in my what's hot. But
No,
speaking
that's
of
cool.
it, that wraps up the what's hot with Lauren Leal for tonight.
What's hot is that hair again. It's on fire with your what do you call it?
I don't know, ponytail.
I believe what I said last time was when it's not.
It was a
ready,
little bit
just
more
throw it
poofy
up.
last time.
It was-
a little bit
it
more
was
poofy
more
I
last
put it in
time.
a little.
That's
like,
disappointing.
ball.
That's disappointing.
Yeah,
It
that
wasn't
one's
as
disappointing.
poofy.
Yes, correct.
I'm sorry, guys.
Man, can we
I'm-
finally get into some football, some foosball?
Let's
Foosball.
Do it. Let's do it. In this NFL divisional playoffs is brought to you by a couple people. We got to thank Roy Stanton and Hybrid Technologies Group. When it comes to reliability, they're the ones you need for phone services, cable services, surveillance cameras, cloud services, you name it. They will hook you up at 832-336-1201. That is Hybrid Technologies Group's. Mention Sports with the Balls when you call Roy Stanton, and you will get the hookup. Do it now.
What's funny, I'm sitting here looking at comments, and David had said
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell started all this, and it's hard to think who kind of
Wow.
started this thing. And
Yeah.
he's true. I mean, that's right. Like Le'Veon Bell sat out an entire season,
Pittsburgh, that's
because
right.
he didn't want to play
Well,
for
I
the
mean, you can
Steelers.
go back to Emmitt Smith if you want to go back to people that sat
Well,
out.
right,
Smith sat out a
right.
few games till he got his contract.
2 games.
But that's also, they didn't demand trades.
Correct. They just wanted a contract.
They
They
wanted
just wanted-
contracts. You
yeah.
know, got more contract
More
extension, more money,
money.
whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. Le'Veon Bell did sit out, and then he was like, I don't know where this demanding a trade thing came in, and you can act like a jackass until you get your way. That's some baby shit. But, you know, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, and then of course, what happens? Like Le'Veon Bell's kind of an afterthought. That dude was like the best running back in the NFL.
he's still in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Pittsburgh isn't.
well, that's true. And I'll say
Tampa Bay
this.
is, Pittsburgh is not.
I'll say this. Remember how Pittsburgh used to have an awesome running game?
Yeah,
they
they
haven't
have
had
nothing.
one since he left.
Yeah, I mean,
There
a
you
lot
go.
of-
I mean, going to your boys, Dak. Like, obviously, it wasn't. I mean, not Dak. Whoa, what am I thinking?
I don't know.
Dak Prescott.
No, running back.
Emmitt Smith?
No, current. Why is he
Ezekiel
not?
Elliott?
Zeke.
Okay.
He's him going to Cabo.
Oh, yeah,
trying to
yeah.
get all of that,
Yeah.
trying to get the contract
Which
and
I think
whatnot,
ruined
and
Dak's contract.
which he
Right.
should not have done because it's a running back in general. So, but
So
Proceed.
Yes, we need to thank someone else. Mark and Josh at Construction Concepts. They are changing Houston and corporate culture, one design at a
want some
time.
Rebel?
I got this. I'm better than that. From hospitality, corporate, luxury retail, and medical facilities. Their team. I'm gonna drink like an adult over
Better
here.
than that.
I'm gonna drink like an adult over
shit,
here.
we need our own
you
table.
You can drink like a high schooler.
I'm better than
From
that.
hospitality, corporate, luxury retail, and medical facilities, their team of experts can update or create a space that exceeds your expectations. Give them a call at 713-589-2682. That's buildathouston.com.
That's going to be one of the takes from this show. I'm better than that.
I'm better than that. Raise a beer. Like,
You're damn right. You're damn right. You're
F y'all.
goddamn right.
what brand is that?
What brand?
Yes, what brand of beer is
Lone
that?
Star.
Tell me right now.
Lone Star Beer.
You need to be their person. You need to be
Dude,
their
Lone Star
spokesperson.
folks, hit me up.
I'm
I would do that gladly.
No, I'm better than that.
Gladly.
Yeah. That's a perfect beer commercial.
Yes.
He needs to. That's
Brewing in
awesome.
Texas since 1884. You're damn right.
All right, it is time to get in some NFL talk. Big games this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, starting it off with the Rams versus the Packers at 3:35 p.m. Central. So the Packers are reaching for their 9th NFC Championship game. Rams won the last meeting between the teams in 2018. That score was 29-27, and it included a lot of the same people: Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, not Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp. And the Packers, So my question, guys, is the Packers either cover with Rodgers and Devontae Adams, or the run game gets it from LA, from Akers, and also their stellar defense.
Jalen Ramsey versus Devontae Adams. Can't wait to watch that matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, Jalen Ramsey has been a beast all season long. I think this comes up, if I read the news right today, Goff is going to have to start this game.
Yeah.
Right?
So I don't know how bad his thumb is, but Aaron Rodgers is having an MVP season. He was the MVP, and I think he continues it. I love LA's run right now, and I know Austin's probably going to get mad at me for saying this, but I think LA's run ends here, and I think Green Bay moves on. What's the line? What do we have on this one?
Man, it's 6.5. Green Bay minus 6.5, which that's surprising it's that big because the Rams have such a good defense. That's why I'm saying that, but, I mean,
Right.
They're obviously not having a lot of faith in them. But, yeah, I mean, the Rams are going to have to depend on their running game. I mean,
I'm
that's
assuming
just
it's
what's gonna have to
6.5
be.
because of the quarterback situation with the Rams.
Yeah.
What's the over-under, in the 40s?
Over-under on that is 45.5.
Yeah, so I mean they're expecting a low-scoring game for those two teams, So I'm taking Green Bay. Green Bay minus 6.5. I think Green Bay's having a dream season.
They are definitely having a stellar season. What's going to be awesome, though, and I always like games that have the best against the best. And I'm not talking about just teams. I'm talking about units. And
Yeah.
you've got the number one team on points allowed on the Rams, and you got the number one team on points scored in the Packers. So you got two strengths that are going at each other here, which is going to be fun to watch. I'm excited to see it. Defense in
Are
the
you waiting on the weather?
playoffs. Well, I already can assume what the weather's going to be.
Yeah,
It's going to be cold.
Yeah.
So
That's for sure.
just
Yeah,
because
buddy.
the Rams
And the Rams are indoor, they're a stadium team.
Yeah.
There's a lot. If there's wind and it's cold, Rams might have a hard
I
day.
mean, literally,
The
coast
thing-
to coast. Like,
The thing that's so surprising about the Rams, they have such a good defense, but they're not very good at their takeaway margin. They're actually -3, 21st in the league as far as takeaways go. So, which is surprising. You figure they take the ball
Yeah.
away more.
Interceptions, something like that.
Correct.
Aaron Donald.
I think Green Bay is going to win the game, but, man, the Rams with those points, just because of the way the defense plays, they're running the football okay right now. And against the run, Green Bay is actually 13th in the league, 112 per game. And the Rams actually run 126 per game. So I like the Green Bay Packers, but I just like
This
LA
is a
with the
fun
points.
weekend. I'm just excited. Like, I really am. Like, the games. Just the next game. And the next game. Like, all the games this weekend are phenomenal. Like, they are fun. It's going to be good football. And to Grant's point, 6.5 for these two teams, that's a lot in the
It is.
playoffs.
It is.
That's a lot. But I think the Packers cover them by a touchdown. I do.
that's why they call it the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, and I'm not
All
even
right.
waiting on the weather. I'm saying Packers minus
Packers
6.5.
minus 6.5. Yeah.
Boom.
I mean, to your point, Grant, with Packers stopping the run, it's really hard. I have that Dalvin Cook, who they played against last week, rushed for 163 yards and 3 touchdowns against them on November 1st.
November
And so,
1st, yeah.
So, yeah, anyways, we'll see. You're taking the Packers, and you're going
Well, I'm going to go the
with-
Packers are going to
you're
win the
going
game,
Packers.
but I like the Rams with the points.
With
I
the
mean,
points.
I just
Okay.
I think defense and running the football, those are two recipes for a close game.
Gotcha. Hey, what's in both these cups? So you got Red Bull. What's the other one?
Water.
Well, okay.
H2O.
We're
Well-
sure.
Boring and boring.
What is your line again?
We need we need to get her some Rumplemint shots. Bring back these college
No.
days. College days.
College
Look,
days.
I haven't
I mean, we're down here on Midtown. I mean, let's do it like we used
Look,
to do.
I was
Did you
telling
drive
these
down and go?
guys-
Oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that.
Did you do that?
Memories.
Did you go around going, oh, I remember when we used to go there. Oh, I remember when I had there, and do you remember that?
Tonight's college night.
No.
Get out here. We're at
Yeah,
Christian,
yeah.
Christian's tailgate on 2000 Bagby in Midtown, y'all.
Miss Leal's watching. Did you see that face?
Is she really?
Did
No,
you
I
see-
don't think she.
Did you see that face? She's got a story or two.
Well, no.
that-
Literally, I was telling Jeff this, that
I got a
like,
story about this place.
when people go off to college, they go off to like College Station, SFA, they go to these different college towns,
Yes.
and that's where their bar scene is. They go to those bars, those dance halls, clubs,
Right.
whatever it is. If you go
I
to
was
university,
I was in church, so I don't know what you're talking about.
good for you. Yeah, raising your
Okay.
Lone Star. No, if you go to University of Houston, you're in Midtown. Like, Midtown was hot at that time.
Yeah.
And so, literally, here, like, I don't want to sound like a crazy person, but I was here with my friends a lot during college.
Why
So-
would that be crazy?
That's normal, actually.
Yeah, why would
It'd
that
be
be
crazy
crazy?
if you weren't. That would
Yeah.
be crazy.
Okay.
If you're like, we were afraid to come in here, like, I'd be
Shooting
like, you're
rumplements.
friggin' nuts. Why didn't you come in here?
It's rumplements in
Well,
here.
here's
We've
a question.
had a
How many-
couple of my in
How
my
many
life.
friends did you have?
It's an
Would you,
L.
when you would come to a place like this, were there like a lot of you, or were there just a few of you?
Well, the thing
or-
is, like, we would go a lot to this place called Sage County. It was like we called it Rage County, and one of the fraternities always rented out the section in the
oh,
back.
fraternities. There you go. Now it's all
Frats.
coming together.
But you know, I wasn't part of Greek life. I just had friends that were in it. I did broadcast.
I
Wonder
bet
if you
you.
were
I bet
busy.
you like the dudes though that were in the frats though. Were you that girl?
No,
No.
No.
Okay.
We'll have
I
to-
was.
we'll have to ask.
Yeah, pretty much single in college.
Anybody
This
has
is
any
get to know
stories?
Lauren time.
Halfway.
If you have
Halfway.
stories on Lauren Leal, please join
Yeah.
in Sports with
Yeah.
Balls. Let us know.
If anybody has a question about Lauren going out, let us know.
What do you mean? I just moved to
Oh, Miss Lil. Miss Lil is
Houston.
listening. She said yes. She said yes.
Oh, she
said
Miss
yes
Lil is
to what?
listening. I don't know.
Miss Leal, I'm gonna holler at you.
Yes, ma'am, Grant. She called you a girl. All right.
I just realized that.
Drink your Lone
Next
Sky.
game.
All right, we're going to go. That's right. Okay, guys, this is the fun matchup I'm so excited about. The Ravens versus the Bills. This Saturday night, 7:15. The game that I know myself I wouldn't want to bet on, at least put a lot of money on.
Oh, okay. So you were talking like betting money this game. Is what you're talking about?
No, I said I wouldn't want to.
You didn't. You
Oh, you
won't.
wouldn't want to.
I'd
Okay.
be
I would.
scared.
I would.
I'd be okay. Well, so the Ravens' strong defense allowed the fewest total points last week, with just 51 rushing yards, and that was going against Derrick Henry and the Titans. Jackson's run game, I believe, is key for Baltimore, but Grant, as you stated last show, needs to be better with his arm. Bills can get it done on both sides of the ball, though, keeping drives alive with a league-leading 49.7% on third downs. So there's two strong defenses and explosive offenses. We discussed the trust factor last show with Josh Allen and him proving himself, and you have faith in him now against the Colts when he played against the Colts. Who can you put more faith in this week? You got Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson steps up to the plate. He takes it to the divisional championship. Josh Allen, he's had an incredible season. This is just not his time yet. I love Stephen Diggs and them in this game, but I think Lamar Jackson is – last year at the end of the regular season, last 6 or 7 games last year, that's what solidified Lamar as the MVP last year. He was on fire. And he just, in the first rounds of the playoff, just, he stumbled a little bit. He is in a zone right now. Lamar Jackson is on fire. His passing might not be, on point, but it never really is. His legs, though, are winning football games. I've got a feeling he takes off on this game, too. They're going to be really tough to beat if their defense is on fire. And Lamar Jackson playing the way he is, they're going to be really tough.
Buffalo minus
Your
2.5.
Oh, I'm going Baltimore plus 2.5 all day.
Team Jackson, Team Allen.
For this game, I personally think, from what I saw last week, and maybe I'm, you overreact a lot of times in sports, so I admit that 100%.
Or you go stare at a wall when your team loses.
Correct, yes, which I do that often, which unfortunately the Cowboys have. Yes, absolutely.
Cowboys fans.
Yeah. What have the Texans done recently? Oh, it's silent. Okay,
all right.
anyway.
I was taking a sip of my Red Bull.
So what I was going to say is, I said, I feel like right now Baltimore, in my opinion, I haven't watched Kansas City play yet. I think Baltimore's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
The way it currently sits right
Yeah,
now,
that's what
I
I
think
said.
Baltimore's going to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So if that's the case, I think Lamar Jackson, I think last week, as an athlete, I feel like you have mental walls sometime. You have a team you play, or you have a guy you go against that you're just like, man, I just can't beat this dude. And it's a mental thing. I think last week he got over that mental wall. I think him winning that game really kind of will propel him to this point, like, okay, now let's get it. Now let's go at
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
So I think Lamar Jackson, they've got the better defense. They've got the better running game. They can pass it marginally okay. I just feel like I think Baltimore's on the path to the Super Bowl.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Shall we put
Hot
that
take.
down? Yeah, hot take. Ravens, champs.
Well,
To
we haven't
win
got to
it,
that
yeah,
point
yeah.
yet. I'm just saying. Here's what I'm
Let's
saying.
wait another week.
I'm saying right now, I have not seen Kansas City play. Kansas City did not
Yeah.
end the season well.
Right.
They haven't. They didn't play well. Baltimore has ended the season well. So that just in He wanted to get on. We should have interviewed
I know
him.
we
I'm
should.
about to say, hello, mister.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, he was. Wonder if that was his 4th or 5th. So that's my thing about it. It's just that Baltimore, for me, is on a mission. I think they're gonna win this game pretty handily.
Hey, Johnny J, come over here. Thank you. He is fixing this set for us so that, hey,
needs
this
to do
is Johnny
something.
J. He never
DJ
gets some time
Johnny
on.
J.
DJ Johnny J. Say what up.
What up?
Giants fan?
Giants, yeah.
Hey, you know what? I mean, I am. I'm a Giants fan.
That's
Yeah?
okay.
That's
But you know
okay.
what? I'm a bigger Lauren Leal fan.
Oh,
Oh my
we
God!
love you,
Go back to the desk.
Hey, so wait a
Get back
minute.
to the desk.
He picked Ravens.
Me?
Yeah, yeah, where you
I'm
going?
going Bills on this one.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's why
I have
I'm a Lauren Leal fan.
Thank you. I have some faith in Josh Allen, and you know what? Maybe it doesn't work out for him, but I'm gonna put faith in them this week.
All right.
Look, they had if the Colts had someone different
Colts,
as a quarterback,
yeah, Colts should've
would have
won
won
that
that game.
And yeah, a little bit better coach, and they should have won.
Correct.
Oh, we got a light out.
We
Jay.
got light one out, Jay.
Lights out. Yeah, some
Time to
things
put
are happening
your
here.
lights out.
Hey, don't y'all have a new show, Lights Out?
Yes, we do.
You're damn right.
You damn right.
Well, that could have been your
I went
insert
dark.
to you know, talk about it, but never mind.
We're doing this show right here, right
Okay.
now.
Right here,
Let's
right
go.
now.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
All right.
By the way, I'm just saying on Saturday, both those games, fantastic football.
Oh, absolutely. It's gonna be
I'm
awesome.
excited. Yes, yes.
Alrighty, now we move on to Sunday. First kickoff is at 2:05, and that is going to be the Browns versus the Chiefs. And I'm talking Central Time, baby. So, some hope for the Browns here, okay? I know we haven't been big on Kansas, but they are the defending Super Bowl champs.
Right.
So, some hope for the Browns here is that the Chiefs haven't won by more than 6 points since Week 8, and that was against the Jets, guys. And then the Chiefs are 22nd against the run, and this game, of course, will have Chubb and Hunt,
Yes.
who have gone off lately.
Third in
So-
the league.
But then again, you know, you look at the Chiefs and they have Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill,
Yes.
Tyrann Mathieu,
Yes.
Kelsey, list goes on and on. So the Browns took advantage of the Steelers' mistakes last week, but the Chiefs don't make mistakes. What is the key for Cleveland to bring this upset?
Go ahead, Grant.
Well, I'd say this. I'm surprised the spread is the way it is. Right now, you got Kansas City -10. And
Why
to
are
your
you
point,
surprised?
Well, because to your point, they haven't won double digits since
Week 8.
Week 8. So that's surprising to me that it's that much, especially with the way Cleveland's playing. But right now, the way it sits, I take Cleveland with the points just because they run the football. I mean, they run the football. Kansas City's not that great against the run. They're 21st in the league. Cleveland's 3rd in the league in rushing. So, I mean, that's a big thing for me.
You want to talk about a game Lauren said stay away from? Stay away from this game. Like, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know if the Chiefs were bored in the regular season, the last 5-6 games.
No
and
motivation.
Because
So just win.
it is
win,
very hard to
win.
go against a completely healthy Kansas City Chief team.
Right.
And they're healthy. And they're fast, and I don't know if they're going to come out and just bombs away on Cleveland. I have no idea. Like they could come. I mean, if they get up by 2 or 3 touchdowns and they force Cleveland to start throwing the ball, Cleveland's in deep shit.
Yes.
You know, Cleveland's going to have to keep this close in order to use that run game.
Yeah.
But if they go up 2 or 3 touchdowns, Cleveland's in real bad trouble.
I didn't know that we could stay away from the game, so I'll reverse what I said. I'm going to stay away from the game.
I'm
That's what
going
gonna do.
Kansas City. I'm going Kansas City because last year I remember going against them, and man, they ran through the damn playoffs like it was nothing.
Yeah.
I thought at least one of these games was going to be close, and they weren't.
Right.
So I'm taking the Chiefs minus 9.5. 10.
Well, I mean, until the Texans were up in the second quarter, and then 24 to nothing.
It was 24-0,
And
they got
then they came
outscored
back.
52-3.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It was crazy.
I'm not going against the Chiefs and Mahomes, not yet. I want to see kind of like what they have coming out. A completely healthy Kansas City Chief team is very, very tough.
Well, one of the things I heard today, which kind of goes, I guess, against a little bit of what I said about the running game is, let's say, you on average you have 12 possessions every team in an NFL game. So let's just say for whatever reason, Cleveland keeps the ball for an extended period of time and their possessions go down to 10, okay? But what if they score touchdowns on 5 of those 10 possessions?
Yeah.
I mean, that's 35 points. So it better be a high-scoring game for Cleveland. Like that's what it depends on. It's not necessarily how long they're possessing the football, but if they're possessing the football and scoring points. Because if they keep a ball for 7-8 minutes and kick a field goal, Kansas City's going to go down real quick
2 minutes
and get 7. So, I mean, they need to score points.
That's the problem I have is, like I said, if they get up 2-3 touchdowns and Cleveland has to throw the football, they might be in deep shit. And now I'm not saying that Cleveland has an incredible defense. They don't. But you're not going to – if you're getting in a shootout with Kansas City, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
You need to use that run game, eat up the clock, keep Mahomes off the field. If Kansas City scores 40 or above, odds are you're losing that football game.
I was just about to credit that and say we've said it within every matchup where we talk about the Chiefs is like they're so loaded. The only thing that you can do is keep Mahomes off the field. That's
Yes.
it.
Well,
That's keep the ball in your hands.
The one thing that is crazy, though, Kansas City averages 29.6 points a game. Cleveland, 25.5. So,
What-
I mean, it's close.
What's the over/under?
Over-under on this?
Yeah, you said it better be high scoring for the round.
57.5.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
They expect a shootout.
Yes.
All right, and you're taking the Chiefs
Oh, yeah.
and
I
Grant?
think the Chiefs will win the game, but, I mean,
It's
give
hard
Cleveland
not to
10
take,
points,
yeah,
man.
It's
I mean,
hard not
that's-
to take 10 in a
that's
playoff
tough.
game. That is tough.
Because, look, I've gone with Kansas City a few times this season with 10 or over. I've lost every time.
Yeah,
So
it goes back to were they bored? I don't know.
Yeah.
The last 6. I don't. If you throw out the last 5-6 games of the Chiefs season, they're probably an incredible football team, but they did look kind of bored and kind of lackadaisical the last half of the season.
yeah.
So we'll see what Chief team we got.
But I agree with what Austin said. Austin, my boy Austin, what's up, Austin?
What'd he say?
Too many people sleeping on the Chiefs, which I agree with that. I think the Chiefs have kind of snuck in, and I think people are riding high on the Bills and these other teams, and I think but they're just not playing well. I think that's why.
Well, yeah, I mean, to Jeff's point, and we've said it before, it's hard to stay motivated and stay hungry when you're just winning and winning and winning. And you know that, like you said, when you get the ball, you go down, you get the ball back, you go down and score.
One more thing about this game. The last time Baker Mayfield and Patrick Mahomes met, 2016, Texas Tech versus OU, 14 touchdowns
Bye.
by both of them. Like combined, 14 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That is, that
And of
is
course,
it.
Baker won that
Like,
game
yeah,
because Oklahoma beat
you
Tech.
You gotta watch that OU Texas Tech game. It is phenomenal. I mean, I think that they both passed for over 500 yards,
Yeah.
14 touchdowns. It was ridiculous. So it'd be fun to watch if that's the way this goes.
Funny story, Garrett, if you're watching, Patrick Mahomes played against Garrett.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Pat Mahomes was an athlete, man. That dude
East
played
Texas.
everything. Yeah.
East Texas. But apparently, from what I hear, he wasn't as great as an athlete back then. He kind of grew into that.
What's
That
up, my boy
happens.
Gabriel? Go Pack, go. We are about to. Well, we already talked about the Packers.
Yeah, we
so
were talking about the Packers.
Yeah, go
We're not
back,
talking about them
rewind.
again.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Rewind. Let's get into.
All right, let's get into Sunday. Let's just showcase it all.
I'm gonna do my
Piven.
Vanna White
What is
Christian's
this?
tailgate.
Oh, okay.
Christian's tailgate.
Oh, I
yeah.
got you. All right, okay.
Keep up, Grant.
Sorry, I was
Keep up.
more concentrated on sports, not that stuff.
Okay.
Like
So,
that,
yeah.
like that Ray song. I forgot what her first name is. Anyways,
What? What? Me and Grant.
Sometimes you do this.
What
You just
the
go
hell
off
are
on
you
stuff. I don't even know what the hell you're talking
What?
about. Do you know what you're talking about? Is the question.
It's "Keep Up" by it's one of the latest songs by
How in the hell
Ray
I don't know.
Raylan.
Ray?
I've no
Ray?
fucking clue who that is. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I don't have any
For you.
clue who that is.
I wish y'all were paying. Your face.
I mean,
Dude, that is going on the clip for sure.
if anybody knows who she's talking about, please let me know. I don't have no
I have
fucking
no
clue who she's talking
clue who that is.
She is a country singer.
He even muted himself. I have no clue who that is.
about. I know. Well, I don't know. Maybe Mark's kids are listening.
Golly. All right, let's go.
She is a country singer. She has some big hits. You might know who she is. I'll play some after. But anyways, that's her latest song.
I can't wait.
You said "Keep Up," so
I
just,
can't wait
it's called "Keep
to
Up."
hear
Anyways,
her song.
I think your girls would like it.
Is she
Anyways,
talking about riding in a truck?
like basically doing all.
Are they
the
talking about
things-
riding in a truck?
No, like doing all the things a guy can do, like driving a truck, a four-wheeler.
Okay, well there you go.
all
The truck
that
is in it, so
stuff.
it's a country song.
All right.
You're from like the
Ray.
country.
I know I am.
Ray Lynn. Y'all look up Ray Lynn.
Yeah,
We're gonna-
look up Ray Lynn.
Ray
Yeah,
Lynn.
Ray Lynn and be mesmerized by her
Yeah,
song.
pop up a photo, Johnny.
Sunday's games.
If you catch one
Sunday's
of Raylan.
games.
All right, so Sunday night we're going to the last division
We only have
round
Geriatric Bowl.
matchup.
We only have 1 hour.
Yeah, geriatric bowl.
Okay.
Hey, I actually love this game.
Yeah.
It'll be entertaining.
Well, let's get into it. It's the Buccaneers versus Saints at 5:40 p.m. Central. It is the third time for these teams to meet this season, and the Saints took both of those victories, outscoring Bucks 72-26. Top passers of all time, and Drew Brees, Tom Brady, but Tom Brady has more touchdown passes. So you got the Saints with Michael Thomas, Jared Cook, team high 7 receiving touchdowns, and Alvin Kamara, who had 1,688 yards and 21 touchdowns. And then you got the Bucks, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and then excellent pass rushers, Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaquille Barrett. Will this be Breeze's last hurrah?
Nope.
No? You taking Saints?
Yes, I am. I think this is the first time Tampa Bay's played together in playoffs like this. There's a lot of hype, just like the very beginning of the season. Yeah, they're kind of coming together right now. Antonio Brown's playing better, but the Saints are good. In my opinion, they're probably the best team in the NFL right now. They are hitting on all cylinders. Alvin Kamara is going off, and Michael Thomas just scored his first touchdown. You know, if you have the three-headed beast going, they're impossible to stop. They are impossible to stop.
They had
And plus, I would love to see the Saints-Packers game next Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees,
Yeah.
that would be a blast.
To your point, you know, the Saints have won the past 2 meetings, like I said, this season, but they had a season low of 21 points last week against the Bears.
The Bears' defense is really good.
Yeah.
They are really good. It wasn't the Bears' defense fault they lost that game. Their offense was just miserable. Drew Brees versus Buccaneers defense should put up some serious numbers.
Yes.
Like, he should go off, and it's up to Tom Brady to kind of, I would say, play catch up or keep up with Drew Brees. What's the over-under on this one, 51, 52?
Over-under, good call, 52.
52, and I got the line sitting here, the -3.
Yeah, Saints -3.
Yeah, I would take Saints -3, and again, just for personal reasons, I want to see the Saints-Packers next week.
Yeah. The only thing that would make me nervous about going Saints on a game like this is just strictly because it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
True.
And, of course, but, man, the way New Orleans has beat Tampa the past 2 games.
Hey, there's Ray Lynn. Look, Johnny found a photo of her on our Facebook feed.
Basic.
Yeah, you said keep up again
Basic.
just now. You got to keep up.
You got to keep up. So
'Cause
every
that's how
time
she says it in the song.
All right, we're going to
Keep
have to get one of those things where we can play
Yeah.
music. So every time
Keep
you say
up.
keep up, you got to play her song.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what you call basic.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you. All right.
So can I go?
We are going Bucks, Saints. Who are you taking?
Man, that's
He
tough.
said
And
it's
why?
tough to beat a team 3 times in one season. Take it away.
I'm going to have to wait on the weather.
I highly doubt that. You
Okay.
already have your opinion.
In New
formed.
Orleans?
Yeah, exactly. That's what's called comedy. See, you know that they're playing indoor, and so you make a statement like that. I'll teach you about it sometime.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry.
What? She had some good
Look,
segues there.
Joe said, I love Raylan. Thank you, Joe.
Is that
Thank
the
you.
Call Me Baby girl?
No.
You look at me like I know. I don't
That's
have a
what
fucking clue. I have no idea.
Call me
Jepsen? Carly Jepsen? or
Carly
something like
Rae
that?
Jepsen.
Carly Rae Jepsen, yeah.
And what's this girl's name?
Raylan.
I mean, come on.
I have a daughter. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's all right, man. That's all right, Joe. Yeah, sure. Blame it
so
on your daughter.
David said
Exactly.
Brady has 5 interceptions against the Saints this year in 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Tampa Bay has not played good against the Saints this year. I mean, that's just straight up. The one thing, like to just what he was saying earlier, Tampa Bay's number 1 against the run, which is awesome. But they're 22nd, 21st against the pass. And what do the Saints like to do? Like to pass the football. So
Even when they run outside the tackles
Yes.
with Alvin, and they do
Yeah.
dump passes to him.
Yeah.
They play outside the tackles a ton. That's just their name in the game. And again, like I said, personal reasons, love to see the Packers Saints, but I just like the Saints in general in this game. I think they're on a mission. Brees got hurt earlier with all those rib injuries, stuff like that, early in the season. I think he's back fully healthy now. Had a couple of weeks to rest, and the Saints are ready to go.
Top
Just
5 Saints, top 5 in points scored, top 5, 5th in points allowed, 5th against the pass, 4th against the run. The Saints defense is stellar. Their offense is good enough. Just off the top, I'd probably go with Jeff and say Saints -3.
Woo, first one we agreed on.
That-
And what
that's
is
my
it?
thought. Huh?
What is the line at?
-3.
-3.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right. So you're both going Saints, and
Yeah.
that wraps up. Woo!
I thought that was actually somebody in the bar. Johnny's got a new.
I did too.
Hit the
I
woo
thought-
again. Oh no.
Was that Josh Reddick?
I like that.
I love it.
Woo!
I like that.
It
Oh,
does
Ric
sound
Flair.
like
There you
somebody
go.
else here.
Yo, Flair.
That wraps up the divisional round of the playoffs. It's time
If you
to go
don't know,
back
now
in
you
time.
know.
If you don't know, now you know.
No, now we're about to know what we don't know,
That's true,
right?
because it's my turn.
Exactly.
I got a feeling something's coming.
I'm going to talk now.
Great.
So, yeah, today's January the 14th, 2021. Yes.
Really?
Yes, you
Oh,
didn't know that?
okay.
Look at your phone. It's got a calendar. January 14th, 2021.
Happy early birthday, Joe Applewhite. I know
Oh,
his
Joe-
it's
when?
this weekend. I know it is. And so we won't have a show till Monday, but I know his birthday's this weekend.
Hey, happy birthday to my Uncle Brian.
Happy birthday, Joe, Uncle Brian. Brian.
I'm no
You're-
birthdays.
no birthdays?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
So no shout outs. But before I get to what I'm going to say, or what I was going to say, first I want to thank Texas AV Productions. They are sponsoring this segment. They are your event partner for all things live production. Setup, designing, installation, corporate events, concerts, and touring support. If you mention SWB, you will receive a free consultation plus 10% off your total bill. Call them at 281-241-7520. Check them out online at txavpro.com. Their 20 years of experience will make any event unforgettable. And they do big stuff. I'm not talking about like some little thing. I'm talking like
But they
big
will
concerts.
do little stuff,
They
too,
will do little
right?
stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our 100th show's coming up.
Yes. They'll do big stuff.
What show number is this, Jeff?
68.
Woohoo!
Man, good
69
job.
on Monday. Monday we will be back at Christian's Tailgate on Kirby. We'll be there at 7 o'clock. So join us if you can. Christian's Tailgate on Monday.
That's right.
But
Jeff
before
will
we
buy
get there,
drinks.
let's still go back.
Yes. So January 14th, 2021. So we're going to go back a little bit. January 14th, 1993. Did you know Utah Jazz center Mark Eaton? Do you remember Mark Eaton?
Yes, I do.
Blocked 2 shots in a 96-89 win over Seattle Supersonics, becoming only the second player in NBA history, along with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, to record 3,000 career blocks.
Man.
Supersonic.
He ended his career with 3,064. Do you know who the career record holder is for blocks in their career?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
3,830.
Oh,
Hakeem Olajuwon.
I thought it would
The
have been,
dream.
No, Dikembe Mutombo, no.
yeah, Mutombo.
So just another thing. Hey, look, I'm not a Rockets guy, but Hakeem Olajuwon's one of the greatest ever.
For sure.
Did you know that in
Oh.
this, January 14th, 2020, Boston Red Sox manager Alex Cora
Oh,
was fired amid Major League Baseball's investigation into sign stealing by the Houston Astros?
yeah, I knew this was coming.
Cora was previously the Astros bench coach before moving to Boston. So, does anybody want to talk about the Astros sign stealing scandal?
Does anybody want to bring up
Cora
or
now a manager again.
That's right, and he was rehired by the Red Sox.
does anybody want to bring up how every team tries to get their advantage? No.
There's also a new book out, and part of it is how there's some pictures, and a couple of ex-Astros are mentioned in it for mucking up the ball, stuff like that. And
Yeah.
but
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole's in there, yeah. Verlander's in there, but I mean, in baseball, it's such a hard sport, in my opinion. Everybody tries what they can to gain an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to hit a 101-mile-an-hour fastball coming. You have 0.08 seconds to respond or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
So the entire history of baseball, people have tried to gain advantages.
Right.
You know, whether it be,
Exactly.
and they just use technology. They got busted. But there's also a ton of other things that happen like that. Oh, there goes the meter patrol. They stopping because I need to get. I'm gonna have to pay my meter.
Yeah, so no, that's I
walk
mean,
out
I
there
totally
and get a
get it.
ticket.
Like, yeah, so since everybody cheats, like it's totally cool to win a World Series that way. I totally get it.
never
No.
I
we
totally
did not
get it.
say
No,
that.
no, that's fine. It makes sense. What you're saying makes total sense. I agree.
But speaking of the Astros, they did acquire another person to the mound.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the Astros now.
Well, you brought him up.
I didn't bring up the Astros specifically. I brought up Alex Cora, who was on the Astros when they were cheating and caught. But he was fired as a Red Sox manager on this day last year.
They just signed. They're about to sign to a $4 million deal. The number 3 prospect, the Astros are from Dominican Republic. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And that's why getting rid of Springer. For those of y'all, we'll get into it. Obviously, we'll have a baseball special and get into all that. But
Can't
Springer's
wait.
either going. Springer's either going to the.
Maybe we'll go to Florida for that one.
That'd be dope.
That would be
Let's
That
do
would
it.
be
Call
nice.
your parents up in West Palm. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we can stay at the house.
Can I keep
go.
Can I keep going? Or are we going to talk about the Astros?
Johnny's like, yeah.
We're going to talk about the Astros.
Let's go.
January 14th, 1951.
Okay.
Did you know the first ever NFL Pro Bowl was played? LA Memorial Coliseum. American Conference beat the National Conference 28-27. The MVP was Otto Graham.
Otto Graham.
Cleveland Browns quarterback. Yes, ma'am. So then now, of course, we're going to get into Super Bowls and championship games because that happened so I'll run down them real quick. January 14th, 1968, Super Bowl II. Miami Orange Bowl. Green Bay Packers beat Oakland Raiders 33-14. Bart Starr was the MVP.
How many regular season games was there back then?
Not many. That's
Because
a good
if they're
question.
having
Probably
the
12.
Super
12.
Bowl,
I think we're
12 would
12.
be my
the
guess.
Super
yeah.
Bowl was this weekend.
Yeah. 1996 AFC Championship game. Three River Stadium. Pittsburgh Steelers beat Jim Harbaugh's Indianapolis Colts 20-16. And they won the right to go to the Super Bowl and play the Dallas Cowboys, who beat Green Bay Packers, and Dallas Cowboys won that Super Bowl that year. So, boom, in your face.
Boom.
January 14th,
Had to mix in the
2000.
Cowboys.
Absolutely. But you know what? I'm going to do this for
fine.
Johnny, too.
It's fun.
January
Oh, here
14th.
comes Eli and Tyreek.
No, January 14th,
Oh, not yet.
2001, NFC Championship. Giants beat the Minnesota Vikings 41-0. Damn.
Wow.
But then they won the right to go and get their ass beat in the Super Bowl because that same day the Baltimore Ravens beat the Oakland Raiders 16-3. 1990 AFC Championship, Baltimore Ravens beat Oakland Raiders 16-3. At the same time, the 49ers beat the LA Rams.
I see a lot of Baltimore wins, and I just think it sets up for Baltimore winning this
That's what
weekend.
I'm saying.
I think
I'm telling you.
Baltimore. I think
I'm
Lamar
telling you.
Jackson goes off.
And then 1990 AFC Championship, Denver Broncos beat Cleveland Browns. Today's Byron Leftowich's birthday, and today in 1984, Ray Kroc. Did you know Ray Kroc, who was the guy who founded McDonald's? He passed away. You know he's the owner of the San Diego Padres?
No.
Owner of the San Diego Padres.
Makes sense when you have a
related.
huge
Died of heart failure at 81. I'm done.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Heart failure and you own McDonald's. We
Hey, but he
literally
lived to
just talked
81.
about McDonald's.
He lived to 81.
Well, I mean, he owned the Padres, so good for him.
And what
Anyway,
you
I'm
gonna-
done.
Great history.
Yeah.
Except for the Alex Cora thing.
Or the Cowboys stuff.
But so here, if you want to keep going, I can talk about that
Well,
Super
you know
Bowl
what's
if you want
funny
to.
is like we bring up like history and like we're gonna get to Monday and there's gonna be more Super Bowl stuff and the Cowboys have a ton of Super Bowls, so I'm sure
Yep.
we're gonna have to hear Cowboys shit for the next 3 weeks.
Fine.
You're damn right. Maybe
And,
we'll talk about the Texans going to the championship game or the Super Bowl. Oh,
And
wait,
we will.
they
We have a
haven't.
Super Bowl special coming up, y'all. Stay tuned for the details on
Yeah,
that
that'll be
on
fun.
Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be amazing. So stay tuned for.
But I made sure to rush through because we have plenty of time for Jeff.
Why?
Woohoo!
Why is this always
It is
about
time
me?
to drop
Because you
the
always do the deal where
mic.
like, oh, I didn't have enough time, so I'm not going to do anything.
Didn't we start the show early today?
No, we
And
started on time.
we started right on time.
Son of a biscuit.
And
Couple of things happened. Let's see. Everybody made a big deal out of Mike Trout baseball card selling for $3.93 million last year, about 6
Right.
months ago. Mickey Mantle's card sold yesterday, rookie card, for $5.2 million, breaking most expensive card ever.
That's crazy.
Mint condition Mickey Mantle rookie card.
If you had that money, would you do it?
No. It's a baseball card. I mean, I used to love comics, baseball cards.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my
Who did
gosh.
it go to?
I got busted at stealing Batman memorabilia at Astro World, man. It was a bad day. They had to call my mom. My mom came into this little security office. Oh, dude, we got our ass beat.
What was the memorabilia?
Yeah, what were
Yeah,
you
because
taking?
remember when
That ride was
the Michael
fun.
Keaton Batman movie, you know, when it came
Yeah,
out?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think I must have been 10 years old, 19
That's probably
years old.
89.
Yeah, so I was right there. It was 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there, and it was the biggest thing ever.
It's about to be 32
I took
years
some
ago.
pins, some little pins you put on your shirt, and man, the security at Astro World busted me. Oh my god, dude.
Were you
Okay,
trying to
so it
walk
was
out
a
of the park
pin?
with it?
Yeah, well, no, we walked out the store.
Oh, the store.
Hey,
Wait,
we
it was
walked-
just a pin?
No, we took a bunch. A bunch of pins.
Those are what like grandmas wear.
Yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, it was memorabilia. But I'm not a thief. I swear I'm not. Anyways.
That ride was like hurt. It was fun.
The
but,
Batman
like,
ride?
It hurt. Yes.
Yeah, that was
It
1989 that movie was made.
Yeah, so I was 12.
Yeah.
No,
That's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life.
Exactly.
That just aged me.
Yes.
Again, Astros signed number 3 prospect of MLB, signing him to a $4 million deal, which is great for them. Going to kind of fill the void where Springer was in the outfield. This kid's apparently amazing, so stay tuned for that. Rockets are going to be the NBA champions in 2025.
25?
Yes.
Why that year?
They're meshing under Steven Silas.
Yes, I think
give
2020.
some more
Well, also you'll have
meat.
LeBron out. You'll have KD out. You'll have Steph will probably be gone by then. That kind of era of basketball it'll change. And right now, I love the way Steven Silas is doing his thing. I love Harden being gone, and the Rockets can build a team now under an actual team.
But if you go up I-45, there's a town called Dallas.
I know. Hey, I would
There's
love
a guy,
that rivalry.
There's a guy up there. His name is Luca.
That the only person?
He may have something to say about that.
Dude, I would love to have that rivalry. If the Rockets are good by then, we'll see what happens.
The Rockets are up right now. It's halftime, 30-17, I believe. So
Awesome.
just saying.
I will say, as somebody that doesn't care,
That wasn't
the
the
Rockets
score.
are a better team now than they were with James Harden.
Well,
on the
I
squad.
think so.
Hey, Victor Oladipo is a huge pickup.
Well, speaking of that, Oladipo is heading towards Miami, I think.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, they're going to trade him for some prospect or some picks, a couple of second rounders, I think.
Okay,
Victor
well.
Oladipo might be heading to Miami. I would love to keep him. I love Victor Oladipo.
Yeah.
I think when he was with the Pacers, he was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But he did have that. He ripped a hamstring,
Yeah, he
or
was
not a
hurt.
hamstring,
He got
a
hurt,
quad.
yeah.
He ripped his quad last year, so really, really hurt him. But he's making a comeback, and that guy's an all-star. Oladipo is amazing. I would love to have him, but I think we're starting over. I think we're getting more picks, and we're really going to try to do everything through the draft.
And the
Houston
crazy
Rockets?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
No,
to
go
your
ahead.
point as far as they're a better team without Harden. A week ago or so, whenever Harden was out with that sprained ankle, you really saw the ball movement. You saw the hunger. You saw the guys actually going after it. They were defensively strong, and it was so much fun to watch without Harden. And I'm ready to see them recreate that like they are right now tonight.
Oh, they're playing the Spurs. Stop it.
Hey,
The
Hey, you'll
Spurs
take
are
anything.
terrible.
Hey.
Hey, they
Well,
said
I mean,
the Rockets haven't won a game
you
on the
take
road yet.
what you
so
can get.
Have they not won a game on the road yet?
No.
God,
I mean, the
dude.
season's young, but
Yeah.
no, when you have somebody, Jeff played basketball, I play basketball. When you got a guy that's on your team, unfortunately, you got a small team in basketball. When you have a guy on your team that doesn't care to be there or that is not trying
He's
or
a
anything like
cancer.
that will ruin the rest of the team. And obviously, Cousins, Wall, they all had something to say about it. They didn't want him on the team anymore. So it's kind of like a breath of fresh air when he goes away. You're like,
It's a
okay,
relief.
now we can get back to playing basketball. We don't have to worry about this jackass anymore.
Hey, David, thanks for that comment.
About the Cowboys? Yeah.
25 years since the last Cowboys Super Bowl. You can't talk about it anymore.
That doesn't make any sense. I've heard people say that to me before, like, okay, that was 25 years ago. You shouldn't talk about it anymore. So what's the point of winning them? So then we should never hear about the Houston Astros winning a World Series, ever. Like, what's the time limit?
25 years from now, probably
What's the
not.
time limit?
10, 12, 15 years.
What's the point of winning them if you
I'm
can't
just
talk
joking.
about it?
Look,
I know, you got-
Look, someone
No,
said
I'm not
this
saying
is-
that to you. I'm just saying that to
depends,
somebody
you
that says
should
that.
make it back to one or win another
Oh,
one
absolutely.
for 25
Look,
years,
yeah.
that's I don't think, of course you can talk about them, but you got to be able to be back in one, make sure you're relevant. The Cowboys have been without the catch, no catch, without a couple of things happening, the Cowboys probably would be back in one, or if not two.
I like it when you talk positive about the Cowboys. It's really cool.
Dude,
like
I mean,
it.
I got to be positive about Browns Nation too. Like they're excited about their Cleveland Browns. We'll see
No,
what
talk
happens.
more about the Cowboys.
Well, going
positively. I like it.
back to Super Bowl wins or championships or any huge worldly wins.
Texans won't be in this
I can't-
conversation, so we're
I
good
can't
there.
remember what coach it was, but they said, man, if you bring him on just to win that one at least just one championship to that team, whether it be football, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, it's worth it.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%.
And
All
so
right.
you cherish that for 25 years.
Absolutely.
I've
Why
got
wouldn't you?
I've got my closing statement of the day.
Did you have
Oh.
some? No, didn't you have
Oh,
something on
Johnny.
Denver?
Make sure to record
my,
this.
my closing statement of the day.
Record this.
Did you know,
Closing
and
statement.
Ashley, thank you for this. Did you know that all Skittles are the same damn flavor?
That's
What?
deep, man.
I've heard that a long time ago.
I'm
Every
feeling that.
Skittle is the same flavor.
So you think the colors are just?
Is that true?
I read it. This is. I mean,
it
it
just
was,
changes your mind, like when
yeah.
you see yellow
So
or
what they
purple
do?
or
So
blue.
what the Skittles does is they have a fragrance in them, right? So it tricks your senses. But every Skittle is the fucking same, man. I mean, it was frustrating because I eat the red ones. They taste like cherry. It's a fragrance they have, and that is annoying as hell. But that's
Did
my
you
thing.
did you
What were
did
you
you
on when
test
you
that
figured
theory
this out?
today? Did you test the theory today?
That's that's Ashley's.
one of those kind of
Ashley's like
conversations
they're
you
all the
got-
same, and I'm like, no, they're not.
That's one of those kind of conversations you have after after you've sat down and you've had some.
No, it's not.
You've had some material.
It was sober.
Yeah.
I think we were sober. I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. You bring
Oh,
that
you
up. You're
like that Lone Star over there?
But
No,
hey,
it's better Lone Star,
I
I'll
want
tell
to
you
thank
that.
I want to thank one of our new sponsors, David Carrier. David Carrier with Smarter Mortgage, 281-650-0648. Mention SWB and get a free quote ASAP. Call today to secure tomorrow. Thank you, David.
Hey, but I thought you had some news out of the Broncos, out of Denver.
What? What?
Not Matt Stafford.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't. I guess I skipped over that. Okay. Matt Stafford. Broncos are going after Matt Stafford, which is it's not a done deal yet. Which they also just changed their GM. You saw what happened to John Elway. So Stafford has a couple more good years than him. He'd fit well in Denver, even though he's been an indoor quarterback. I don't know how he'd do in Denver, but we'll see how that pans out.
Dallas boy.
David said blasphemy.
Dallas boy.
All right. Thank the rest of our sponsors. Let's get out of here. Tate.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, sir. We got to thank, of course, Hybrid Technologies Group for putting this together as well. Call Roy Stanton at 832-336-1201. They will hook you up, whether it's phone services, cable services, surveillance cameras, all these kind of things. Call them, mention Sports with Balls. You'll get your discounts. That is Hybrid Technologies Group. I'm sure they got a .com,
Yeah,
too.
but you're not going to do that. Construction Concepts, 713-589-2682. Give them a call. They will build some shit for you. And then they will. I mean, it's true.
I mean, that's the
They will. They'll build some shit for you.
Construction Concepts.
Yeah.
Build some shit.
Please tell me your line for this, what you said at the beginning of the show.
I can't remember. It was too awesome.
I got this.
Texas AV Productions. Call them if you want to do a badass event.
And
281-241-7520.
And Joe Applewhite, if you want to buy a fucking house, like
There you go.
Gosh dang it, call these people.
And if you want to mortgage that shit, then you just do
Yeah,
that
you
other
just call
guy.
David.
Yeah.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all paying attention. Sports with Balls. We'll see you guys Monday, 7 p.m. Jeff, Michael, Lauren, Leal, Grant Miles, and a special shout out to
Damn
Johnny
right.
for getting in there today.
Yeah, Johnny did something, man. I'm proud of him.
Johnny had some FaceTime, and y'all learned who Ray Lynn was.
Yeah, done deal.
All right.
So thankful.
See y'all
We'll see
Monday,
y'all after
7
the
p.m.
crazy
Sports with Balls.
weekend.
Later.
Jump in my 6'4" and let the top dine. Trunk hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet. Cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe. Shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.